No reason was given for the change of plan. Mhm. We use none without a noun. How much money do you have? None. I don't have no money. Meaning, you don't say none money. When you say none, you're already telling me you don't have that money I'm talking about. So there's no use to say none money because none implies that you don't have it. So we don't use none with a noun. Mhm. And then this one says, all the tickets have been sold. There are none left, meaning zero tickets left. All of them have been sold. Or we use none of. This money is all yours. None of it is mine. Mhm. Compare no one and any. Oh, compare no, none, and any. I have no luggage, meaning right now, just as I am, I have no luggage. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Yeah. And then the second one says, how much luggage do you have? You could either say none or I don't have any. Mhm. After none of plus plural, none of the students, none of them, etc. The verb can be singular or plural. None of the students were happy. None of the students was happy. Mhm. So here it'll just depend on who or how many of the verb or yes, how many. If it's one person, you can use was, but if it's many people, it'll be were. Mhm. Depending on the number. If it's one person, then obviously it's was, but if it's many, then it'll be were. Mhm. And then we have nothing, nobody, or no one, because we can use nobody or no one interchangeably. So if you don't say no one, you could say nobody. It's still the same. And nowhere. You can use these words at the beginning of a sentence as specially after be and have. Wow, I had a network problem over there for a minute. And then this one says, what's going to happen? Nobody knows. No one knows. Mhm. Remember, it says you can use nobody, no one, nowhere, nothing as an answer to a question. And usually they usually start at the beginning of a sentence, especially if it's to answer a question. So here, question one says, what is going to happen? And then this person says, oh, nobody knows what's going to happen. No one knows what's going to happen. And then question two says, what happened? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Mhm. And then question three says, where are you going? Nowhere. I'm staying here. Meaning I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. No place. Just here. Mhm. And then this one says, you can use this word after a verb, especially after be and have. The house is empty. There's nobody living there. We had nothing to eat. Hmm? You can also use these words after a verb, especially after be and have. The house is empty. Mhm. Okay. There's nobody living there. I want to understand, especially after be and have. What? I don't understand this after be and have. Okay. Okay, so I researched what be and have because I didn't understand why here they're used. So it says be and have are the most are two of the most important verbs in English. They can be used as main verbs or auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are helping verbs, and they will take on different forms depending on the subject or depending on how they're used. Just like here, the house is empty. There is nobody living there. Here, um, the verb is to be here, and there is nobody living there. But it's not used. Be is not used anywhere at the moment because here we don't need it. Mhm. So it says, the house is empty. There is nobody living there. And then this one says, we had nothing to eat. So had is still have. It's just that it's have when it's in the past tense. So have in the past tense, it's had. I have this, I had that. Mhm. And then this one says, nobody or no one, no, nothing or nobody, etc. equals not plus anything or anybody. So it says, I said nothing equals I didn't say anything. Mhm. Jane told nobody about her plans, which is equal to Jane didn't tell anybody about her plans. They have nowhere to live, meaning they don't have a place to live. They don't have a house, they don't have not even relatives. They have nowhere. Mhm. With nothing or nobody, etc., we do not use a negative verb, isn't, didn't, etc., which is I said nothing, not I didn't say nothing. Okay, so I get it. Here, isn't, it's a negative verb. Didn't is a negative verb. So it says if we're using nothing and nobody, we are not going to use negative verbs. So I would say nobody didn't do this. Mhm. So here it says I said nothing, which is I didn't say nothing. Mhm. Mhm. Or yes, if you use didn't, we don't use nothing. We use anything. So it'll be I didn't say anything. Mhm. After nobody or no one, you can use they, them, their, which is what we said. Especially, we use they, them, or their if we're talking about a person, but we are not sure if it's a he or a she. So we use they to include those pronouns so that if a person, sometimes we can make a mistake and think, oh, this is an umbrella and it's pink. Surely it's a girl's umbrella, only to find that no, this is a boy's umbrella. So for us to avoid that, we just use they, meaning somebody lost their umbrella. Who? And then someone will say, oh, it's mine. And then you find a cute little boy with a pink umbrella. And then the son says, nobody's perfect, are they? Meaning he or she, because people can either be she or he. Mhm. So no one did what I asked them to do. So just like it says here, no one is still a person. So because this person is saying, I asked all boys and girls to do something, but none of them, none of those boys, none of those girls did what I asked them. Mhm. And then this one says, nobody in the class did their homework, his or her homework, meaning the boys and the girls both didn't do their homeworks. Mhm. Sometimes any, anything, anybody, etc. means it doesn't matter which, it doesn't matter who, it doesn't matter what. So it could be all of them. If you want to give me whatever, I'm fine with it. It doesn't matter. Give it to me. Mhm. And then this one says compare no and any. So here it says there was no bus, so we walked home. Meaning here, whether they like whether they like to walk home or not, they didn't have a choice because there was no bus. So they walked. And then this one, the second one says you can take any bus, they all go to the center, meaning all 10 of these buses go to the center. So if you want to ride on a pink bus, do it. If you want the red one is available. If you want the blue one, all 10 of them are going to the center. So it doesn't matter which bus you get on, they are all going to the center. Mhm. What do you want to eat? Nothing. I'm not hungry. Meaning no food for me. I don't want anything. But the second one says, I am so hungry. I could eat anything. So this person is saying, whether you guys have cookies, fruits, vegetables, I am hungry. I will eat it all. So give me anything you have as long as it's food. I am hungry. Give it to me. Give me food. Mhm. And then the other one says, it's a difficult job. Nobody wants to do it because it's very difficult. No one can do it. And then this one says, it's a very easy job. Anybody can do it. Meaning here, I can do it, you can do it, they can do it, anybody can do it. It's so easy that it doesn't even need qualifications. It doesn't need skill. Anybody can do this one. Mhm. Let's see our exercise. Woo! Complete these sentences with no, none, or any. And then the first one says it was a public holiday, so there were no shops open. Okay. I don't have any money. Can you lend me some? Me too. I don't have two. We had to walk home. There were taxis. There were no taxis. We had to walk home. There weren't. Mhm. How many eggs do we have? Shall I guess? None. Says, how many eggs do we have? None. Shall we get some? Or shall I get some? There's no way to cross the river. There's dash bridge. There's no bridge. Did you take lots of pictures? No, I didn't take any. Any. I take any pictures. And then I had to do what I did. I had dash alternative. No, no alternative. I had no alternative. Mhm. I had no alternative. I don't like dash of this Furniture, it's horrible. Hmm. Yes, any is correct. I don't like any of this furniture. It's horrible. We canceled the party because dash of the people we invited were able to come. Mhm. None of the people we invited were able to come. I would cry. What do you mean? Because nobody is here. Everyone knows that getting married, it's dash secret. It's no secret. It's no secret. Yes. The two books are exactly the same. There isn't difference. There, no, 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 not no. There isn't any. There isn't any difference. But remember, if no would be applicable here if we said there is. But because here this one is a negative form, isn't, so we'll say there isn't any because we can't say there isn't no. Mhm. Do you know where Chris is? I'm sorry, I have idea. I'm sorry, I have no idea what Chris is. Mhm. Also, uh, I just remembered. What are these things called? There are things called question tags. Um, I will look through this book and see if we have question tags here, but if we don't, I will research about question tags and show you how they work. Question tags are like questions that we use to ask for clarity of something or to tell someone about something. So, for example, here, and how do they work? When the question is positive, question tags are negative. When the question is negative, question tags are usually positive. So it'll be, oh, you messed up, right? You messed up is positive. And then the question tag will be, didn't you? So here, the question tag is now negative because our question was positive. And then the person will say, I didn't mess up, did I? Now the question tag is did I, which is now positive, but the answer was negative. This person says, I didn't, which is negative. But now when they ask a question, they say, did I? So that is how question tags work. So when a question is positive, the question tag will be negative. When the question is negative, the question tag will be positive. So it will be, I did, didn't I? You didn't. Did you? Get it? You don't get it. No problem. No problem. Like I mentioned, I will look through our book. I will look through our book, and if we don't have question tags, I will have a presentation for me to come show you how question tags work. Because question tags, I've realized that we use question tags all the time in our conversation. Like we use it all the time in our. I didn't even know um, they were called question tags. I just thought well, this is just things we speak about. No, because I always see people. Did you go to work? No, I didn't. Did I? Did I go to work? No, you didn't. You see? So it's like negative. You answer something positive with a negative answer. If the question is negative, you answer it with a positive answer. So it's like opposite of negative with positive, negative with positive, positive with negative. That's how they work. But like I mentioned, I will dedicate a whole lesson for question tags. Mhm. Thank you very much for today. I'll see you next week. 안녕.